Hello, you truth seekers, seekers only, not finders, seekers. How are you today? Today I'm talking about a thing called hindsight bias. Very interesting. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So I'm listening to an audiobook and it's talking about stuff. Basically, it was talking about hindsight bias. What it was saying is that hindsight bias is like confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is that I'm going to accept this belief because it's confirmed by all my other beliefs. Hindsight bias is where we look at the past and we say, I know why I did all of that now. Now that I look back, I can see the path that runs. And what they say with hindsight bias is that's a load of bullshit. We're just inventing it to justify the choices that we made. And that there was no path. It was all random. Okay? And the feeling I get is that in many ways, probably there's parts of that that's true, that we do justify our actions, our motivations. We justify them. You know, when we've done something bad, we've got to try and find a positive justification for it, even if it's, well, I did that to learn that lesson. Yeah, and I've said that a million times because I made a million errors on this journey through this life. So I was asking the emissaries about their opinion on confirmation bias and on hindsight bias. And they said, yes, it's human nature to look for a reason and to justify our actions. But as I was mentioning in the earlier video, they said, whatever we think we're doing something for is generally not the reason. We think we've got an outcome, or sometimes we just randomly choose to do something. You know, we've got A, B choice, and we just go, oh, B. I've got no idea. There is an idea behind it. There's a plan behind it. We're doing it because we are intrinsically drawn. Right? Hindsight bias or confirmation bias really is the scientific world's view of it. And in our world of woo-woo, confirmation bias is, it resonates with me. That's what it is. Confirmation bias is that resonates with me. Now, why do we use it all the time? Because it resonates with you because, yes, you've got lots of other information that does resonate. It's in the same vibrational field. But also it resonates with you when it's in your plan, when that's what you're supposed to do. But as the emissaries say, we mustn't try to project too much the reason. They said we don't. It isn't that we mustn't try. They said we don't need to. We do not need to justify our actions. And in lots of ways that sets us free, doesn't it? We're free. Because we're always trying to justify ourselves and why we do something. I'm going to do this because. And what they said is all you have to do is trust. When you were drawn to do something, you're drawn to do something because it's in your plan. And they said, so instead of saying, this was their advice, instead of saying, I'm doing this because it's important, blah, 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 this will help me, whatever. They just said, just start saying something like, I'm doing this because I'm drawn to do it. That's it. And that fully complies with your plan. I'm drawn to do it. Because you could be drawn to do it and it could work out shittily. Okay? Really could. Why are you drawn to do it? Well, because there's something there it's in your plan and you've got to do that and learn that and whatever. So I much prefer that now. And that's something I'm going to use going forward. I'm going to say I'm doing this because I'm drawn to do it. And then all guilt. And you know, sometimes when we project a reason onto it, because, and then that doesn't work out, we think, well, maybe I shouldn't have done it then. But when you say I'm doing it because I'm drawn to do it, it's easy. And then when you're not drawn to do it, you stop doing it. Or if you continue to be drawn to do it, you continue to do it. That's enough. Or in other words, you can just say, I'm doing this because I'm working my plan. I don't know what it is because I wrote it before I came here and I've forgotten all about it, but I'm doing it to work my plan. Good. Seems fair enough to me. What do you think? I love you all and I'll speak to you all later.